of the things that we need to be certain of is the fact that we will be accountable for everything we did in this life. It's not just a green light, go forward, and that's it. You will have checks, and there will be balances that you will have to make up. And you will be held to account for every single thing that you did. I mean every single thing. Every glance, every step, every transaction, every word, everything will be brought out in the court of Allah on that day. You will be held to account and I will be held to account. But of the things that will weigh on that day heavily is that the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us, of the first things that we will be held to account for on that day is our salah, is our prayer. If the salah is good, then everything else after that will be good. But the reality of this is that this is a struggle for many of us. Many of us are struggling when it comes to fulfilling this requirement in and of itself. And that the salah is not something that we should just mess around with. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that the salah has been ordained at an appointed time. Meaning, we can't start going around and shifting the times and the schedules according to our schedule. It is not appropriate for the Muslim to say, you know what, I will pray all my prayers at the end of the day because I have work. Everybody has work. Thank you very much. Everybody has difficulties and problems. There is no excuse for you to not pray. That's just blunt. There is no excuse. To the point that if you cannot move, then you pray while sitting. If you cannot sit, you pray while lying. If you cannot lie and you can just move your eyes, you pray while moving your eyes. There is no excuse. And in the court of Allah, that is the first thing that we will be held to account for. But that's not the only thing. The Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us once, he was with his companions and he said, who is the muflis? He said, who is the muflis? The muflis, the bankrupt, the Prophet, they said, the Sahabas, the muflis is the one who, has money and he loses it all. He's gone bankrupt. He has no money left. The Prophet ﷺ said, no. The muflis, the bankrupt person is going to be the one who comes on the day of judgment. He has salah. Meaning the salah was good. He took care of it. He had his sadaqah and charity. He had his recitation of the Quran. He did all these good deeds. But guess what? At the same time, he cheated this person. He harmed this person. He oppressed this person. He stole from this person. He harmed and shed blood of this person. And so what will happen? What will happen? That individual who did this harm will start, his good deeds will go to those people he harmed. So all that salah, all that sadaqah, all of that goodness will start going to the people he harmed. And if there are no good deeds left, he will start taking on the sins of those individuals. So the reality of accountability is that it is not a one-way street. You are accountable to Allah for your acts of worship, and you're accountable to the creation around you to act justly, to act nobly, to act properly, to act like a Muslim should act. It is required of you.